Right, we're here at Bathurst for the Gold Crown and also Nutrien Equine sales this Sunday. Don't forget those. I'm catching up with Bernie Hewitt after the running of race number 1, Sweet On Lexy, 153 and 9. That was super impressive.
No, he went super. He's always shown he's got plenty of ability, and he's had a few little issues that created another problem at Menangle where he galloped, and but addressed that, and he seems to be back in good order, and ready to fire.
You drove him confident. I mean, I encourage people to go back and watch a replay. You drove him very, very confident. You must know what you got under you.
Yeah, that's right. What happened, I was prepared to sit outside the leader, but the leader started to wander around and look at things like it was pretty green actually. So once I saw that, started to shy at things, and I thought, well, bugger this, we'll put it to the sword if we can and jump to the front. So we had to burn for a bit, but he found the front then, and he went on with it. He's pretty strong, yeah.
That horse was from a very nice stable, Clayton Tonkin down in Ballarat. So, I mean, you weren't fearful of him though by any stretch, and you're happy then just to let him keep rolling. Is that the trick with him at the minute? Just let him bowl?
Well, he can run, strong, solid quarters, and he's got plenty of bottom, and he's a free running horse. He's just as good off the speed, like he's got terrific speed off the speed, but it's just the way it worked out. I didn't want him to go to sleep once he sort of found the front. It just sort of steadied him, and he bowled along good, and he was quite strong to the line. So, he's a pretty nice horse. Straight into the final, that must be a nice relaxation, I suppose, for you, to know you got one qualified? Yeah, well, he was sort of the main one. Obviously, I thought if things worked out, even though he was off the outside draw, that he'd more than likely qualify. So it worked out pretty good for us, and he's back in the draw now, so hopefully gets a good marble on next Saturday night. And as I say, the horse I just raced then, Oka Dream, he goes good too, but we're just sort of back in the wrong spot, and he's run third. He's missed qualifying, but he's a pretty nice horse moving forward too. Yeah, he kept coming to the line. The second horse was sort of looking over their shoulder a fair bit. He was coming pretty hard, wasn't he? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, I just had to get out on a bad spot at the start of the last bend, and so we travelled the bend 3 wide, and he's a pretty nice horse too. So. He'll have a break after the carnival, and his main aim will be go to Queensland for the riches up there. So hopefully everything goes well with him too. You got some nice 2-year-olds around you. How'd you fare with the fillies? Did you get a filly through to the final? No, the fillies aren't of the same calibre as the boys this year, so they are in need of a bit of a blow too. It's been a bit of an ask getting them up, and so some of them have already gone to the paddock, others will shortly, and have a good freshen up, and there's some nice fillies there, but they're just not ready for the carnival this year. It just come up too quick for them, and nothing in the final. How many 2-year-olds you got in work? I think I started with about 20, and that was reduced to about 15 pretty quick. So I think in the last few weeks we've had about a dozen. So fair few. You enjoy your 2-year-olds? Yeah, always have. Always like breaking in and getting them going, and trying to win the decent races, obviously. So it's something I've sort of aimed at. I don't have many older horses in the stable, so usually have them 2- and 3-year-olds and maybe 4-year-olds, and then move them on and keep looking at the young ones. Yeah. What does a carnival like this mean for yourself? You're local, keeps growing and keeps getting bigger and bigger. It was my first taste of it last year. I don't think you really appreciate it when you watch it just on Sky Channel. It's once you get in and you realise what it means, not only to the locals, but anyone that comes here with their 2-year-olds and putting them on show. Yeah, well, look, there's a fair bit of prestige about the Gold Crown. It's been going for 30-odd years, and a lot of history to it. A lot of good horses have won the Crown and the Tiara. And people that have been in the industry for a long time have always, everyone wants to win a Gold Crown or a Tiara. So it's one of those things, and it's good for the people. A lot of them take their holidays this time of year with horses or without horses. They come, and it's good to catch up with all the people from interstate and other areas. Yeah, it's a beautiful part of the world too, isn't it? Sorry, it's a beautiful part of the world. Yeah, especially this time of year before it gets cold. But it's very nice weather at the moment. The nights are just starting to cool down the last few days, but beautiful days. Jewel Melody returned the other night. You must have been wrapped getting across the line first, but I would imagine just getting back to the track and being competitive would have been, one box you wanted to tick for her to win would have been just the icing on the cake. Yeah, well, that's right. Like, she's a 4-year-old now, and she had a grand 2-year-old and 3-year-old career. I think she's won just under $500,000. And she had a first up run 10 days ago at Menangle in the Baby Bling and run a really good race. Run 7th, but she drew the 10 gate and hit the line really good. So I knew she was around the mark. And yes, this race lobbed here last 2 days ago, and it sort of suited her down to the ground as a race in between before she goes to Wagga on Tuesday. So she goes down there for the Riverina Championships. So no, she seems in fine for it. I'm really happy with the way she's come back. It's last August since she raced, so she's been a fair way off the scene. And yeah, hopefully everything goes good with her. We'll be aiming at obviously the big mares races, and again in Queensland, you know, she's won the triad up there, the 2-year-old leg and the 3-year-old leg, so it'd be nice to go up there and yeah, maybe do it again as a 4-year-old.
You've got a couple of nice older horses races up there as well for mares, I think, as well. So plenty of riches up there. It's a great carnival to get up there. Bernie, thank you. I could chat to you for a long time. I might call out the place one day and annoy you with them. We'll see what happens later on. But thank you very much. Well done. Very, very impressive winner. But thank you very much for just giving me 5 minutes of your time.
Yeah, no worries then, Paul. Anytime. Thank you.
Thanks, mate.